Hello there, I'm the Star Wars guy, and today we're talking about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. At the time of recording this video, it's late February 2020, and the player base is in a bit of a holding pattern. CG has announced that two new, supposedly ultra-powerful characters are coming to the game. They are Galactic Legend Rey and Galactic Legend Kylo. The requirements have started dropping, and they are predictably insanely steep, and SWGOH players are once again up in arms. But I'm actually not here to talk about these Galactic Legends. I'm here to present a theory and hopefully give you some hope if you feel like you're not anywhere close to getting GL, Rey, or Kylo, even for the next 12 to 18 months. So here's my theory. It's reasonable to expect that Galactic Legend Luke and Vader will be coming to the game after Rey and Kylo are released and plugged in. Now, we also know that requirements get more and more difficult with each new powerful character's release. I don't know why the player base is so surprised. It's been happening consistently for years. So what I'm suggesting is that you skip Galactic Legend Rey and Kylo and move straight to gearing and relicking your Rebels or your Empire, whichever you're further along with. For me, it's Rebels. Let me again say that this is simply a theory. It's entirely possible that this never even happens, but I have a feeling these two characters are coming and that they'll be even better and more difficult to obtain than Rey or Kylo. So to hopefully get the edge on the meta and unlock these two potential characters before anyone else, I'm going to be skipping the Resistance and First Order to work on Rebels, and I think it will really pay off in a big way within the next year or so. Now let's take a moment and speculate wildly on what characters or ships will be needed. We'll start with Rebel units potentially needed to unlock Galactic Legend Jedi Luke with the Return of the Jedi look, the black with the green lightsaber. With Rebels being the largest faction in the game by far, it's going to be difficult to nail these down exactly, but we can make some educated guesses. Also, please note that we are on my alt account, which is fairly new, so I obviously don't have any of these characters unlocked. On my other account, I have all of them pretty much ready to go. Okay, so let's go to the Rebels. Okay, I think we'll need these characters at Relic 5 or higher. First of all, Commander Luke Skywalker. I think, honestly, he's going to be needed at Relic 7, and that's not a bad idea to do anyway. He's a phenomenal character. R2-D2, Relic 5 or higher. Again, probably Relic 7. Raid Han from the Rancor raid. Regular old plain Han Solo. I think he's going to need to be Relic 5 at least. Again, probably 7. And then another one I think is going to be needed is Princess Leia. You're going to need her at Relic 5 or higher, that's my guess. Finally, for the Relic 5 or higher category, Legendary Chewbacca. Now for Relic 3 or higher, I think you're going to need Wedge Antilles. I think you're also going to need his buddy, Biggs Darklighter. That's not Biggs Darklighter. Where are you, Biggs? There you are. Biggs Darklighter, Relic 3 or higher. I think it's safe to say we're going to need old Ben Kenobi, Relic 3 or higher. Possibly Relic 5, but I'm gonna guess Relic 3. If you get these guys to Relic 3, it's not gonna be too difficult to bring them up even higher. It's getting to Gear 13 that can take some time if you're not ready. I think we're also going to need the other Luke Skywalker Farm Boy, who I actually have unlocked in this alt account. You're gonna need him at Relic 3 or higher. And finally, I think you could potentially need our old buddy Lando Calrissian, Relic 3 or higher. Now on this alt account, I don't even have ships open yet, but I think we'll need the following ships at least 7 stars and at least 40,000 power, if not more. Han's Millennium Falcon, Wedge Antilles X-Wing, and Biggs Darklighter's X-Wing. It's also possible, but somewhat less likely, we will need Cassian's U-Wing and Biston's U-Wing at 7 stars, 40,000 power to get in. And finally, for the required capital ship, you will most likely need Admiral Akbar's Home 1. Now, not counting the last 2 less likely ships or the capital ship, that's a total of 13 units, which is the exact same amount that are required for the current Galactic Legends. Now, let's take a look at the Empire units potentially needed to unlock Galactic Legend Vader. I think we'll need these characters at Relic 5 or higher. Emperor Palpatine. More likely than not, you'll want him at Relic 7, but let's say 5 or higher for now. Darth Vader, Relic 5 or higher. Grand Moff Tarkin, Relic 5 or higher. Those 3 I am fairly certain on. The next 2 I'm less certain on, but we're going to guess General Veers, Relic 5 or higher. And maybe controversially, Director Krennic, Relic 5 or higher. And I think we'll need the following characters Relic 3 or higher. Starting with Colonel Stark, Royal Guard, who I actually have open here. Royal Guard, Relic 3 or higher. Snowtrooper, Relic 3 or higher. I think you're going to need the Plain Jane Stormtrooper, Relic 3 or higher. And finally, I chose the Death Trooper, Relic 3 or higher. Now, any of these troopers could probably be swapped out for some other ones. That's where it gets kind of dicey, and we're just guessing, so we don't know for sure. But that's a fair starting point. And at least those Relic 5 or higher characters that I mentioned, Emperor Palpatine, Vader, Tarkin, those 3 for sure you're going to need. Potentially Veers, Krennic, and Stark. So some of the bigger named characters in the Empire, I think it's safe to say you're going to need them. Now for the ships, again, 7 stars and at least 40,000 power, if not more, as that's what we've seen in the past. I think you're definitely going to need Vader's TIE Advanced Mark 1, the Emperor Shuttle, and the Imperial TIE Fighter. And then the less likely ships that could be a possibility, but probably not, Gauntlet Starfighter and TIE Reaper. Again, 7 stars, 40,000 power. And finally, for the required capital ship, you will most likely need Grand Moff Tarkin's Executrix, although it could be possible that they allow you to use Grand Admiral Thrawn's Chimera, as he's also technically Empire. Now again, not counting the 2 less likely ships or the capital ship, that's a total of 13 units. So there's my theory. It should go without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. These ideas are not gospel. I'm not guaranteeing these units will be required or that even Galactic Luke and Vader are even going to show up. It's simply a hunch that I had that I wanted to pass along to you. Hopefully you take some of these ideas and run with them to make the game fun for you. However, I want every player listening to remember this. The requirements for new awesome toons will always get steeper and more difficult as we go on in the game. So please, stop acting surprised. That's going to wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the Star Wars guy. Make sure to subscribe below for more Star Wars content every single day, and I will see you in the next video.